they were doing a tib-fib. This is warm too. Okay, does anyone have markers?
There's one right there.
Oh, she's got one.
Okay. All right, this is a right. Okay, we can maybe come in a tiny bit more. No, not that way. Well, yeah, that way too. Okay, I like that. There you go. Okay, and I guess you can put a teeny bit of an angle on. She's got a slight angle on her toe. Okay. But again, I'm not super big on angles for toes, but some people are anal about it. I'm not. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okay. So next one, fun one. Other fun ones. The toe and the calcaneus are the tricky ones. So you can know, well, I'm only going to be testing one of you, but I would split those up. Okay, let's see if we can do it this
Which toe are we doing? Pinky?
Lateral
I
fit.
think those things that you get a pedicure, would that work? Would it separate your toes?
You know what? They might. You know what? It might. As long you just got to make sure. Well, see, like, oh, she can hold hers.
Yeah, but she's still that toe need to come out.
There you go.
Okay. The trick is, this is one where. Okay.
Awesome.
Now,
I like
quite
that.
often, you will not have a patient that can do that, but when you do, it makes your day. You're like, yay! Woohoo! We got it.
So where are you? Okay.
Okay. So kind of right.
Her pip. You can see it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right about there.
Above the nail.
Okay. Yeah, well, below the nail, like right kind of here.
And it's almost
Okay.
in the middle, but it's
Oh,
just
okay, I
small.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
She got a tiny.
Now the thing when you do have somebody that has to hold that holds it, just make sure you don't that their fingers aren't getting in the toe. Okay, they might get in the image, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. But as long as just don't let them get in your little toe. Okay, perfect, awesome, great. Okay.
Great job. Very good.
Well, now her toe is still twisted out. It's not going back.
Now, what I was saying with the table, like sometimes you might want to put it flat again, like for the big toe, like she's got a nice space, which was also good. But you might need to do, she's got good toes to do.
Okay.
Might want to do that, you know, depending on which toe you're doing, just pull them away like that and then kind of anchor it back here. I've seen people like have whole huge contraptions and tape. Yes, it's their creative sides come out, and it's
How
like,
much
okay, if
their feet
it
are
works, you know, and you got it, that's fine.
Centera, they do some crazy stuff there.
Yeah, so, you know, just, you know, this is one area where you can get creative if you want. And if they don't bug you with time, then, you know, do what you gotta do. Okay. All right, so next is AP foot, correct? Okay. So that
Stephanie,
one
I don't know what my
want-
pinky toes do. I'm gonna go home and check today.
Yeah, you might want to like
See what it picks. It's
practice
very,
with your, see what your toes can do.
it's kind of like her toe. It's
Let me
not.
see what I'm working with on
But I don't know if
Thursday.
it moves. I don't know if it moves.
I don't know what mine do either, so never had an X-ray.
What are we doing? AP foot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got an angle. Okay.
Get this centered a little better. You got an angle. So again, we're kind of looking at their arch of their foot, kind of going with that. Make sure you got light above and behind, a little bit on the side. You know, this one is not as easy to maneuver, this collimator, so I'm not gonna
But we just want to make sure her shadows are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just make sure everything's in there. Again, make sure you got enough room up here and behind here. As a lot of times, you know, if your collimator's off a little bit, because we're at 40, it'll show up. It'll be more pronounced. Okay, so that's why I always make sure, you know, because I've had it happen to me. Our collimator casing gets so loose so easily, and it's like I know the feet were, the whole toes, everything was in the light, and I'll look at it and it's like, ah, crap. And you can see how, you know, just by where the light line was, it just messes up. So I know to always give myself room on that. Okay? All right, so now we have...
How do you find the base of... I'm sorry. I mean, I
well,
know
it's
I'm going
kind
to
of
the
just
middle of
going,
the
yeah,
foot, but-
just, that's
Okay,
just go to the middle of the foot, kind of like at the where the arch starts coming up.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Okay.
I'm fine.
That was so cute.
It scared me. I'm like, you know, look.
Acid reflux.
Oh.
I'm not ready
Okay.
for CPR, man.
So when you switch
brush
from
up.
the AP foot,
Right?
and I guarantee every one of you will do it at some point. Hopefully not when you're comping. Take your angle off. Okay, that's people you will forget. At some time you will forget. Just hopefully it's not when you're testing. Okay, even if you forget on your perform, that's okay. That's a good time to forget. Okay, because then you'll be like, it'll probably shock you to not doing it for your clinical. So it might be better to forget then. But anyway, but don't feel bad. All on my point is don't feel bad if you forget it because everyone has done it probably more than once. Okay, so take your angle off. Great. Just because.
Yeah, what did you
Yeah.
think it was doing? I thought it was my purse.
Oh, no work.
Yeah, see that's what I mean.
What
You
else?
want to get something. I always
was my
just
pocketbook.
automatically put something right there. Okay.
What's the
When you
first
put it
thing?
there, just make sure that it's not like doesn't come over the edge there.
It did look like a purse.
All right, so you rotate in. Nice. I'm just gonna bring you a bit more right about here. A little bit more back there.
She doesn't realize you need the sponge.
Okay. Got it. Any questions on that one?
So no
Pretty
sponge.
easy. No, yeah, I don't know.
She don't
All right,
need it.
now for this one, this is the one where I usually put something right over here. Okay,
so we're
so
doing the
they
lateral?
rest, this part rests, and that makes it so they don't, because some people will come all the way over and they'll over rotate their foot. This gives you control when you put it there, so they don't do that. And it's also a little more comfortable for them. Okay. And then this one, you can, remember we want a little bit of the tib fib, so you want to maybe come down a little bit like that. If their foot fits in nice and straight like that, great. Some, people with larger feet, like guys, you might need to do something like that to get the whole thing in, okay? But for her, she's got a nice, cute little petite foot. And she's got cooperative toes.
You're just
All the way
class A.
around. You're a good foot
What
model.
Very flexible too.
And flexible, yeah.
And flexible.
Okay.
So this one's just on the top of the foot.
Yeah, well, yeah. You want it at the level of the third. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
Ankles.
I hope nobody tries to like go through my phone because they're gonna be like, why are there pictures of feet?
Why are there so many feet on your phone?
Feet
She's got a foot fetish. Okay, and then this one, the only kind of thing you really have to worry about jewelry-wise are toe rings, ankle bracelets, those kind of things. And then, people will say, oh, I have, hardware in your foot. Well, you can tell them to take it out, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, sorry. This box doesn't like to turn very well. It's kind of stays stuck. Okay. No, not that far. All right. Okay, so you just want to make sure that these right here are perpendicular. Well, they're parallel, or if you want to go perpendicular to here, but you don't want them like this or like this, or so just kind of feel those. It might make the foot look like it's not AP, but that doesn't matter. You're going by this, okay? So you might have, usually if you have to do anything, you might have to tweak it inward just a tiny bit, okay? All right, there you go. I could come down a little bit more on, like, so all those
I thought with
toes are
those
in
we didn't
there.
want them parallel.
For AP,
For
yeah.
an AP.
Yeah, for AP we do.
Okay.
Not for oblique. Oblique, we want them oblique.
Perpendicular, we want them oblique, right?
Well, it's, yeah, it depends on which way we're doing it. It's like parallel this way or perpendicular, like straight up and down. If we go like this, this is just your geometry point of view. Okay, got it? All right, so now for the oblique. Wait, I want to, okay. So you're going to tell them, I want you to turn from here, and you're going to kind of do that. Don't let them twist the ankle. You just want this like it's all one piece. It doesn't have any joints, okay? So you don't want it twisting. You want it just rotating, okay? So that's about 20 for the Mortise, and then 45 would be a little bit more, okay? You know, for the 45. So just whichever way your site prefers you to do it, that's what you're going to do, okay? And then keep everything centered. Let me come down this way. Okay. All right. There you go.
I don't know who that is. They're not saved in my phone.
I didn't bring mine, so okay. Now for the lateral, I'm just going to show you this quickly so you make sure you get a true lateral. You're going to turn out this way. Okay. Now, what you're feeling for is the tendons in here. There's like, if you get, the only way I know how to do it is for you guys to feel. All right, if it's this way, you want this to be perfectly lateral. Feel right here. Feel how that tendon feels under there. Okay, now rotate it around. All right, can you feel how it moves?
Are you talking about her Achilles?
Yeah, her Achilles tendon there. Okay, you feel how it's moving? You want it right like that. Okay, so this one I always feel it on people. Yeah, everyone go ahead and just kind of feel where it is right now and rotate it back and forth so you can feel the difference.
Would you have them flex their foot so their foot is moving?
On this one, it doesn't have to either. However, they're more comfortable because again, they have a hurt joint. Okay, so just kind of rotate it. You can feel the difference. Okay, you want it right there. Okay. And then you'll always get that beautiful sinus tarsi, you know, opening. Okay, and you feel how it moves and rotates. Right there is where you want. Okay, feel that difference?
Okay.
Okay. Did you want to try?
Everybody, feel Abby.
Everybody touch Abby.
Okay, so if we rotate this way, you can kind of feel how it moves. You want it right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's a you can feel. I mean, you saw how you can feel it. Just kind of, it just has a certain feel. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll get a beautiful lateral ankle every time if you do that. Again, you know, same centering point. This thing is really yucky.
The set is twisted.
Yeah. Well, but I was trying to instead of moving everything around, I was just trying to move the box so it would twist because it's tabletop, so we can do that. But anyway, that's your lateral. Probably have a little bit. Oh, that's good. Okay.
We still want the beam coming here, right?
Yep, right in the center of the ankle. Well, yeah, just so it's centered. Okay. You can, if I move over this way, you know, you don't need as much foot. You know, we just want that ankle. Okay.
Okay.
So, and everybody's foot is going to be a little bit different. So, lateral leg. We have both AP and lateral lower leg. Right? Yeah. Alrighty, so leg straight out. Okay, and you looks like y'all.
I fit.
Fit.
Is she gonna fit?
Yeah. Now again, you can go like I'll just start around 42 and know that I can come back down. Okay, again. Okay, so you need to get the joint here, okay, which doesn't mean you need the whole, like what looks like the whole knee. We just need to get that joint, okay? So you know the joint is right in here, right? So remember that when you're trying to fit it on. Same thing with here. You need to, if you kind of get right in here, the ankle is easier to miss than the We're not going down anymore. Okay.
She did. Oh, now
I just thought I would make it easier.
That's okay. So now here, to me, it looks like there's a chance I could miss that ankle. Okay. There's actually a really good chance. There's actually, I missed it. So we're going to twist go like this. Okay. This is where you might need to come up a little bit.
That's somebody else.
This.
Now you feel our frustration with the table.
Okay.
Voila.
Voila. About everything.
Got both joints.
Got both joints. Everything's on there. And look, see, even on her leg, it still went up to 46. So start at least 42, 44. So you give yourself some room. Okay. All right. So now you're going to come onto your side for the lateral. And I want you to kind of slightly bend like that. Okay. And again, I feel for that same spot on there, so I know that I've got this in a true lateral, and it always comes out. When we do your knees, you can kind of use that same thing to get the lateral knee, and you'll get a nice knee every time. These knees are really tricky to over-rotate or under-rotate them. Okay, so now I know this is all set, so just basically it's getting her.
Lots of angle. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, and again, the joint is right in here, so we know we have more than enough. We got almost the whole knee there, and we got all the ankle. Okay.
Cool.
That's a pretty, as long as you don't have someone in a trauma situation, this is a fairly easy one to comp. And if you have someone that doesn't have that's not 6'5", and you're like, then you would for sure need to do if you see someone like that, don't even try to fit it on one. Okay,
Right.
just make it easy on
Overlap.
yourself and go, okay, I'm not even gonna try. I'll just do, that's where you go on this one. If they're hurt more up here, you do this one and then get a separate ankle. Okay. All right. So now,
So you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because we are putting such a big angle on this one, I always put the cassette down here because we're going to be throwing it up this way, which is going to do it. It's going to throw your beam up this way. So you don't want to have so much light coming off. It'll be coming off your cassette, and there won't be a whole lot you can do about that. So you might as well just start down here. So if it comes off, it's at least going to come off on the cassette. Okay. Okay, and you're going to drop it lower, right, because we're going to throw a 40-degree angle on it, which which makes it like what, 6 inch, a 6-inch difference when you throw on that big of an angle. All right, so now let's see. Alrighty. And so you just have your patient pull their leg back. Make sure, and also you gotta be shielding on all of these. This one is super important to shield on, okay? Because we're like throwing this beam right up this way. All right. Now the last thing we do, I gotta check my SID. Okay. And you kind of, when you're checking it to where the part this is, okay? So what am I at?
38 and a half.
38 and a half. So not quite what I want. I want to be about 40. Now, if I were able, I could cheat and go out to here, which
That brings you out to 40.
okay, well, that's not so bad. If you got it like this distance, I'd be okay. Okay, don't mess with it too much. Now, let's say I wasn't at that distance. Let's say I was come in, come down. Okay, so now I'm at
37.
okay. So pretty much what I do. Now you'll have people say, "Oh, just use the all handstand on this." I don't like doing that because you kind of you push that button and it can go woo all you know. You can lose control of it really easily. For some things, it's great. I like to be more in control. So what I would do. So I know I'm like 3 inches off. So you go up about 1.5 inches and go out about 1.5 inches. Okay. So go up and out. Like if you liked where you were at here, okay, and it's just a matter of distance, go up and out the same amount, okay, and it'll leave you in the same spot. All right, you'll get a longer SID. So now 39, which is pretty good because again we can go like that. If you're that close, that's good. Okay. So that's how I mess with the angle to make sure you're at the 40. So just remember, like, just get it where you think you are. You can kind of imagine figure out what 40 kind of looks like. Get it all set up and then measure. If you're off, if you're off by 4 inches, then go up about 2 inches and out about 2 inches, and that should get you at 40 and keep you in the exact same spot you were at. Otherwise, this is one of those ones you can be chasing your tail, going around and around and around. So just keep track of, whatever you move out the same amount, and you'll stay in your same spot. Okay, as long as you know you got your angle right, so you don't have to mess with that. It's tabletop, thank goodness, so we don't have to be worrying about that stuff. And again, start with your foot down here, so you don't end up having like so much light thrown off here because of that steep angle. Okay. Now, if you had a patient where you couldn't get a nice flat foot like this, and they were still, they were like that, that means you got to throw the angle up a little bit more to get down in there. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So that's what happens if you have a person who absolutely cannot get their foot straighter. Okay. So does that make sense to you to get in there? Okay. All righty. Any questions?
I think so.
Did you want to see what that looks like?
Oh, I know. You line it up to here and then
Yeah,
the foot is
right
straight.
in here. And there's no like exact spot. If you just aim for in here. Okay. Like I'm not, some people might be super picky about that.
Just tickle it.
Sorry, I forget sometimes. Be careful, you can get kicked in this one. Like you were very good, sorry.
Yeah, I jerk if somebody's tickling my feet. I can't
Yeah, and be prepared for stuff like